Welcome to the Liberty and Democracy Podcast. Are you a passionate believer in liberty and democracy? Are you concerned about the growing infiltration of Marxist and socialist ideology in our politics, media, and culture? This podcast was created by a citizen of the United States who was born and raised in Romania, a socialist country in Eastern Europe, during the 1970s and 1980s. As more and more members of our youth pivot towards Marxism, socialism, and communism in the United States of America and beyond, now, more than ever, it is important to focus on liberty and democracy, instead of the alluring Marxist and socialist trends which, as history repeatedly has shown, lead to repressive authoritarian regimes. Marxism does not lead to utopia either in the United States of America, or anywhere else in the world. Let us question governments, policies, and manufactured social progressivism. Let us go back to the times when it was okay for us to agree to disagree.
Understanding propaganda in Stalin's Russia. Propaganda played a significant role in shaping public opinion and maintaining control during Stalin's rule in Russia. In this podcast episode, we will explore how various forms of media were utilized as powerful tools for spreading propaganda and influencing the masses. Introduction to propaganda in Stalin's Russia. During Stalin's regime, propaganda was omnipresent, permeating all aspects of society. The Soviet government tightly controlled the media to ensure that information was disseminated in a way that aligned with its ideologies and goals. Propaganda was used not only to glorify Stalin and the Communist Party but also to demonize perceived enemies of the state. Print media, newspapers, and posters. One of the most common forms of propaganda in Stalin's Russia was through print media. Newspapers were used to spread government-approved information while demonizing dissenters. Posters adorned public spaces, depicting Stalin as a heroic figure and promoting the ideals of communism. These visual representations were meant to evoke strong emotions and rally support for the regime. Radio broadcasts and speeches. Radio broadcasts were another powerful tool for spreading propaganda. Stalin's speeches were broadcasted across the nation, emphasizing his leadership qualities and promoting loyalty to the Communist Party. By controlling the airwaves, the government could reach a wide audience and shape public opinion effectively. Visual arts and cinema. Artistic expression in Stalin's Russia was heavily censored and regulated by the state. Artists and filmmakers were expected to produce works that glorified the regime and promoted socialist realism. Films and visual arts served as powerful propaganda tools, idealizing the Soviet way of life and portraying Stalin as a benevolent leader. Education and indoctrination. Propaganda in Stalin's Russia extended to the education system, where children were indoctrinated with communist ideology from a young age. School textbooks and curricula were carefully crafted to instill loyalty to the state and promote Stalin's cult of personality. Young minds were molded to unquestioningly accept the party's teachings. Conclusion: the impact of propaganda. In conclusion, propaganda was a pervasive force in Stalin's Russia, shaping public perception and maintaining the regime's grip on power. By controlling the media and artistic expression, the Soviet government effectively manipulated the thoughts and beliefs of its citizens. Understanding how propaganda was used during this dark period of history sheds light on the power of media in influencing society. References: Applebaum, Anne. Red Famine, Stalin's War on Ukraine. Anchor Books, 2018. Ellman, Michael. Soviet Repression Statistics, Some Comments. Europe-Asia Studies, Volume 46, Number 4, 1994, pages 671 to 680. Remember, it is essential to critically analyze historical sources and consider multiple perspectives when studying propaganda in Stalin's Russia.
Thank you for listening to today's episode of the Liberty and Democracy Podcast. We hope you found today's content interesting, intriguing, and useful. You're invited to join us again, as our podcast episodes are now published every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. In the meanwhile, don't forget to stop by our website at www.libertarian.center or our Liberty and Democracy YouTube channel at bit.ly/democracyvideos.